All right. Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, and teaching of the well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Back another video, another lesson. All right. The title, this one's going to be called, well, I'm responding to an article. It says, Donald Trump building Golden Dome. And it's coming from an article, all right, from End Time Headlines. This came out a couple days ago, the 17th. Today's the 21st. All right, it says Trump building and quote Golden Dome missile defense shield that will cover entire globe and monitor enemy threats to the U.S. Right? It says President Donald Trump's ambitious vision for a missile defense system dubbed the Golden Dome is moving forward, with Elon Musk's SpaceX emerging as a key player in its development. Inspired by Israel's Iron Dome, the proposed system aims to protect the United States from a range of aerial threats, including ballistic, hypersonic, and cruise missiles. Sources familiar with the project reveal that SpaceX, alongside partners Palantir and Anduril, is pitching a network of 400 to 1,000 satellites to detect and track missiles in real time. It says the Golden Dome's custody layer is a critical component designed to identify missiles, monitor the trajectories, and assess whether they pose a threat to the U.S. According to Daily Mail, SpaceX is vying, hope I said that right, to lead this effort, leveraging its expertise with the Falcon 9 rocket and existing satellite technology, such as Starlink, which could be adapted for missile defense purposes. The company's ability to rapidly deploy satellites gives it a competitive edge, according to insiders. The Pentagon and Trump administration officials have held recent meetings, but the SpaceX led with the SpaceX consortium to discuss the plan. While the project is still in its early stages, while the proposal has garnered attention for its scale and technological ambition. All right. They try to build a Golden Dome. You can read the rest, really, all right, on your own. But they trying to build this Golden Dome to protect, the U.S. from missile threats and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure they know that this place will be destroyed. There's no stopping it. You could get a Golden Dome or a red dome, all right, invisible dome. It doesn't matter, all right. And then, like I said in the article, they're trying to copy Israel's Golden Dome. See if we can look that up. I'm sorry, Israel's Iron Dome. Iron Dome. All right. Iron Dome is an Israeli mobile all-weather air defense system developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and Israel Aerospace Industries. The system is designed to intercept and destroy short-range rockets and artillery shells fired from distances of 4 to 70 kilometers away, and whose trajectory would take them to an Israeli populated area. From 2011 to 2021, the United States, come on, man, Babylon the Great, the United States contributed a total of US 1.6 billion to the Iron Dome defense system, with another 1 billion approved by the Congress, all right, in 2022. You see, so as you can see, and this is a question to you Christians, if these are the real people, why are they getting money? Because it said that they're the real people. The real people will be, they'll be trodden down. They'll be on the bottom. They won't be getting no money. They won't be, controlling, things in the world. These people have the world in their hands. If you speak against them, you get a video taken down. You probably get a fine. You may go to court or something, right? You read Jeremiah 15 and verse 5. Okay, but when it comes to this golden dome or whatever dome you want to build, it's not going to stop, judgment. This place has to go. This place has to be, destroyed, man. For all the matter of fact, let's get you see Jeremiah 51. Yeah. This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. It says Babylon. All right. This is speaking of America. Okay. Babylon had been a golden cup, and the Lord's name is Yahweh in all caps. When you see the Lord's name in all caps, that's the Most High's name. His name is Yahweh. All right. We proclaim those names. We believe those are the names. That's the name of the Most High, and his only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai. All right. No other name. No, not Yah, not Yahweh, not Jesus. All right, not Jehovah, not Yeshua. Okay, the true names of the Most High, His only begotten Son, is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Okay, the nations have drunken of her wine. What is her wine? Her philosophies, her, the things that she pushed out, her agendas. Okay, the feminism, right? The Mo agenda, the trans agenda. All right, and many other agendas that they push. Therefore, the nations are mad. These nations are mad at her, man. All right, the nations, they're tired of America. They tired of this whore. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go, everyone to his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky. So this place can't be healed. All right, and balm is like we can get it real quick. It's like a healing medicine, right? Balm, Tazariah. I hope I said that right. It says kind of a balsam, balm, salve, as merchandise, all right, as medicine. Okay, you go more into it if you want. So let's start with Malachi, okay, 4:1. And like I said, this place got to go, man. And we want this. Hey, I know I want this place to go. The things we deal with, it's just out of order. Everything's just out of order, bro. And once you really get to witness that, you will start to understand, why this place has to be burned, why this place has to go, why this devil has to be taken down. Because it's nothing but wickedness here. You try to deal with a woman, she's out of order. A woman in the world, even try to get an Israelite woman. She may be, don't get me wrong, some sincere sisters out there, but even some of the women in Israel aren't right. So we need the Lord, man. The food is messed up. The air. Let's not even deal with the women though. Look at the air, man. Look at the food. Look at the animals. The animals are man. Oh my goodness, it's just terrible here, bro. America is a bad nightmare. It's a bad experience. And we grew up here, being in Christianity and stuff like that. But, Salaki for ran. I just had to let that off my chest. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. It says, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. The day is coming where it's going to burn as an oven, Imagine an oven. How you preheat an oven, you open it and all that heat hits you. Now imagine a million more times that, man. A day's gonna come like a burn. The sun be burning. Imagine, a day where it's gonna burn as an oven. For all the wicked. This is for the wicked. Wicked Israelites and the other nations, even Esau. They're gonna be burned up here in America. We want to be of that number that gets saved. All right, we want to be saved out of here. Okay. Right, let's get oh man, let's get Revelation 17. Okay, this is Revelation 17 and 16, and it reads, I started 15, I started 14. Victory of the Lamb. Well, victory for the Lamb. Who's the Lamb? The Lamb is Yahweh Shai. Right, it says, these shall make war with the Lamb. All right, and the Lamb, Yahweh Shai, shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. That's the elect. We want to be called what we're called, obviously, but we want to be chosen, okay? And we got to be faithful, right? Verse 15. And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, okay, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. This is where, all right, this is the whore. This is America. America is the whore. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Okay, who's the beast? The beast is NATO and the EU. Okay, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Okay, they're gonna eventually turn on America, and if the America's allies are gonna turn on this whore, and they're gonna align with Russia, because Russia's gonna take down this system, right? These shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked, right? Like we read in Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. The nations are mad. These are the nations. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. How are they going to burn her with fire? By those ICBM missiles, man. Okay, so that Golden Dome, that's not going to help. Okay, if the Lord is not going to, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua wants this place to go. Okay, He has a special judgment for America, man. For the Most High had put it in their hearts. Okay, their hearts is what? Their minds, to fulfill His will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. And this great city is America, man. All right, and this great city also is where our people are, the valley of dry bones. They don't know our people are spiritually dead, walking around, don't know who they are, calling themselves Negroes, Native Americans, Mexicans, all right, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, right? Those are bywords, man. Those aren't forefathers. All right, we are a nation of a noble lineage, but now we sinned against the Lord, so now we're in captivity. But that's another video for another day. Let's get Jeremiah 50 and 31. Man, I'll start up a little bit. I'll read a couple verses, and you can read Jeremiah 50 and 51, because it goes in 4:14, 144. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It says, the word of the Lord Yahweh spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans, right? By Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations and publish, right? And set up a standard. It says, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken. Bel is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. Who's that talking about? It's talking about Russia. Okay. Which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. Okay, it says, I'm going to jump down to verse 9. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. Okay, assembly of great nations. Okay, Russia and some other nations going to get together. We suspect, it's in prophecy, we going Russia, other nations. Okay, they're going to join together, and they're going to take this place down, man. Right? From the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Arrows, what are those arrows? Okay. Those arrows are ICBM missiles, man. So, I'm in the car, so. Jumping down, verse 14 says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord, okay? And this place is going to be destroyed, man. So that Golden Dome, Iron Dome, Red Dome, whatever you want to call it, it's not going to help you, man. The judgment is set. Let's jump down to, verse 25. The Lord Yahweh hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. This is the work of the Lord, all right, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans, okay? Verse 31, it says, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord, all right, power of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the Lord is about to visit this place, man. We're about to see all hell about to break loose, People about to die. We're going to see a lot of death. We're going to see famines, pestilence, diseases, right? The mark of the beast. Jacob's trouble is about to come, man. Right? It says, and the most proud shall stumble, and fall, and none shall raise him up, and I will kindle a fire in his cities. Salakia. And they shall devour all round about him. See? And there was another one where it says burnt mountain. I think that's in the next chapter. Yeah. Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, which is a government, right? How is it a destroying mountain? They go all around the world, Esau, Edom, and destroy nations, economically, culturally. Okay, they push that wine, their philosophies, their agendas on the other nations, and they take them on, and it destroys them. And if they don't do it, right, they'll send up economic hitmen, and they'll go in, take out the leader, and set up a puppet. You see that? Feminism, that's one. Like I said, feminism, the Mo agenda, all these different things. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. You see? And they shall not take thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundations, but thou shalt be desolate forever, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You see that? So this is the destroying. There's gonna be a burnt mountain soon. All right. Let's get Revelation 6. I'll say that for last. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 12, right? The sixth seal. Terror is about to come. People when people go see those missiles, hey, they're gonna be in fear. Because we out there telling them, preaching the word, right? Warning, telling the people, this is what's coming. But what do? They look at us crazy. They walk past, they mock, they make fun of us, Some people take pictures like we're some type of circus freaks, but it's gonna be all good, okay? Because you're gonna try to seek the Lord, the men of the Lord soon, but it's gonna be too late. Verse 12, and I beheld. This is John the Revelator, okay? It says, and I beheld when he opened the sixth seal, okay? And lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, right? And the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind, okay? So there's gonna be a great earthquake when these missiles come, because when they hit, they're gonna cause a earthquake, right? It says, in the stars of heaven, which that's John the Revelator. He's given because they didn't really know what they were seeing, so they described it to the best they could. They say John the Revelator says like stars falling from heaven, right? Even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind, right? And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. Let me show you what that's talking about. We done with this now. What's that thing called? Yeah, mushroom cloud, right? This is what John the Revelator is seeing, right? Let's read it again. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it's rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And that proves that there's no second Exodus. Okay? How you gonna get on a boat? How you gonna get on the plane? Right? But I'm sorry. Yeah, a scroll when it's rolled together, right? This is what he's seeing. A mushroom cloud, because when it detonates, it's like it's rolling under itself, So this is what John the Revelator is seeing. It says, and the kings of the earth, right, and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Why? And you see that. You see, these elites, just Mark Zuckerberg, and other, rich people, they get in these bunkers. Why are they doing that? Because they know what's coming. Majority of them getting them, in places not in America, right? And they said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Okay, who's going to be able to stand, man? So this is what's, America's judgment is already foretold, is already set. So no Iron Dome or Great Dome, whatever you called it, Golden Dome is going to, stop it. Let's get this last one, Isaiah 13 and 17. And it says, Babylon will fall to the Medes. Now, who are the Medes today? The Russians. The Medes back then were, the Persians and, the, what they call them? It was the Medo-Persian Empire, It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, but shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And that tells you something. Because when the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, how he do it? By fire, man. Okay, by fire and brimstone. So how is America going to go out? And this is the spiritual Sodom as well. Spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom, Rome. It's the mother of harlots, man. It shall never be inhabited. This America's gonna be a complete wasteland. Nobody's gonna come here and live here anymore. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. Because when a period of time is gonna, America's gonna burn for a period of time. But eventually, the wild animals will come back. But it's gonna be only only habitable for them. It says, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant. Okay. Give me 1 second. Somebody walking across. I don't like people in my business. So Salaki, it says in her time, it says, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Yeah, America's time is near, man. And her days are not going to be prolonged. Her days are numbered. Okay, so no Golden Dome is going to help, save America, man. So, and I'll put the link in the description if you brothers want to, do your own lessons on it. I'll leave the link in the, in below or in the comment section. So, Lord willing, was edifying to you brothers and you sisters out there. All right, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord will use edified. All right, till next video. Lord willing, I'm going to say Shalom.